Hey everybody, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a huge box of inks from Anderillium inks. They reached out to me actually a couple of months ago and asked me what inks I would like to try, and I said, do you mind if I actually try them first at the San Francisco Pen Show, and then I will let you know. And it's taken me so long to actually film this, so I am so sorry, but I'm so excited to do this now. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. There's like a ton in here. All right, I'm going to unwrap each and every single one and then get back to you. 10 inks. There are 10 inks here. So I'll just show you what the bottle looks like. It's a glass bottle. Yeah, it is a glass bottle with a plastic cap. And then you've got the Anderillium label there. And then actually a photo or a painting as well there. I love the way the bottle looks. It's so simple and cute. And it's a ½ ounce, so 15 mils, I believe it is. Yeah, it's a 15 mil bottle. I am so excited to swatch these, and I will be swatching them in my, sorry, let's move these over. I'm gonna be swatching them in my Galen leather it's my A5 Galen leather notebook with 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. I also have 6 other types of paper here. We have Rhodia, Regalia, Cosmo, Onion, Yamamoto Bank, and Bank. And I will be swatching with my Kakimori brass nib, as well as my Speedball B nib, and these are both on River City Penco nib holders. Let's get started. The first ink I'm swatching is Shoebill Stork Gray. And if you are interested in any, if you are interested in any of these inks, I will leave a link down in the description below, as well as an affiliate link. So first on the Rhodia, just got to make sure that I'm on the right markings here. And then the Regalia. The first ink that I ever tried from Anderillium was the Tulip Moth Warm, and I really liked that brown. Really pretty. Ooh. And I was in the market for a good gray ink as well. This one is lovely. And it's so interesting to watch as the ink dries. Like even on the Tomoe River paper, it's kind of got like an undertone of pink and purple, which I really like. So this is, which one is this? Shoebill Stork Gray. And I'm wondering how I want to do this. I think I'm gonna just do Shoebill. Ooh, very wet. Stork Gray. Gosh, my voice is breaking there. Wow. Look at how light it looks on the Yamamoto Bank. Sorry, Yamamoto Bank and then the Bank. And very dark on the Rhodia. A little flat on the Cosmo, but I really like the way it looks on the Tomoe River paper. Somebody asked me in a comment in another video, I think it was Grace, she asked, you only journal on Tomoe River paper, you don't use the others for anything else. I'm like, no, I don't. I love journaling on Tomoe River paper, but I also love seeing the effects on all the other papers. So that is Shoebill Stork Gray. The next ink is Atlas Moth Brown. And, oh, very tight. I'm trying to be very careful with opening these because I don't want a situation where it's not filled to the top, but I don't want it getting all over me, because knowing me, I probably would do that. So I already know that this is a brown, which I'm very excited for. Feels like a very rich kind of coffee brown, but look at the way that it's reacted already on the Onion, or sorry, on the Cosmo. It's like it pulled away from the paper. And seeing it on the Yamamoto Bank, it looks like there's a pink undertone there, and then on the Onion it looks like there's an almost orange undertone. Really interesting. Let's see how it reacts on the Tomoe River paper. Now that it's dried a little bit, it's interesting to see the way that it's turning. Like, it looks a little bit more red on the Yamamoto bank, and the way that it reacted to the Cosmo is really interesting, but there's more red undertones in this one. So this one is Atlas Moth Brown. And I know a lot of these inks as well in specific collections are named after either birds or different butterflies or things like moths as well. So that is Atlas Moth Brown. The next ink is Cuttlefish Brown, and just looking at the artwork, is that the right way up? Right way up. But another brown. I really loved the browns that I had tried at the San Francisco Pen Show, but also it was so nice to be able to just sit there and swatch inks, because the show obviously gets super busy, so it was nice to have time to just sit down and swatch inks. And for me, swatching inks is almost meditative, because it's also one of the reasons why I like testing it on the different papers, is because to me, being able to experiment that way, that's as scientific as I get. Oh, I like that. You guys hear a lot of noise in the background. Everyone's home and they're all in the kitchen upstairs. So this is Cuttlefish Brown. It's really interesting how different this ink has dried. Like on the Tomoe River paper, it doesn't even look like a brown. It looks like a very, very, very dark, almost black. Whereas on the bank, you can tell it's got the lighter tones of the brown here, but it looks so dark, so different from the Atlas Moth Brown, which now looks more like a warmer burgundy brown. Really interesting. So that is Cuttlefish Brown. Next we have Pomortinga Burgundy, and I never know if I'm pronouncing that properly. Cotinga. And I think, yeah, Pompadour, based on the picture, is a bird. I love that the names are after, ooh, I remember why I like this. This reminds me of Tatsuya Ume Murasaki, but it's more pink. Oh, it's so pretty. It seems to kind of go with the, it's not really a dusty pink, but I like the shade of it. And then if I remember correctly, I feel like it kind of shades to a little bit of a brown. Really interesting. And look, now that it dries, it looks more pink. So it's funny how it looked different when I swatched it in San Francisco, and now the bottle itself, like, it looks more pink than burgundy. So this is Pompadour Cotinga. I'm gonna run out of room here. Burgundy. Really, really interesting how it goes down darker like Tatsuya Ume Murasaki, but it dries to this really light pink. This is what it is on the Tomoe River paper, and on the bank and the Yamamoto bank. So light on the Yamamoto bank, but then definitely more like leaning towards fuchsia purple. Oh, that's Lucy whining. She wants to get off the chair. But yeah, that is Pompadour Cotinga Burgundy. Next we have Roseate Spoonbill Pink. Can you see that? And I'm trying to see if it's, which way is it supposed to go? That way. How cool. Now, I don't know if this is a color that I would normally go for, because it's like looks like it's a punch you in the face, bright pink of sorts. But let's see here. Let's see what I think. Oops. Oh, that is bright and punchy. Very bright and punchy. Wow. I feel like it's one of those like almost highlighter pinks. And we'll see, does it have any like type of sheening? I don't know, we'll see. I'll let it dry for a bit. Look at how it's dried here. It really does feel like a highlighter pink, and it does look a little bit more saturated on the Regalia and the Cosmo, but then it looks lighter on the bank and the Yamamoto bank. So I don't know how I feel. I'm not normally a, bright pink in your face type of person, but maybe it's something that Spoon Bill, not Spoon Bite, oh my goodness. Maybe it's something that I could give a try while, for 30 inks, 30 days maybe. We'll see. So that is Roseate Spoonbill Pink. The next ink is Viceroy Butterfly Orange. And just look at that. I love the artwork on these labels. I think it's just such a nice touch to add all of these. And also, I just love the overall look of the bottle. I love these 15 ml bottles. So let's look at the orange. Ooh, it's like an ancient copper from Diamine. Look at that. I don't normally go for oranges, but I'm trying to open up my horizons here, go past my comfort zone, and see how I feel about certain inks. So yeah, I feel like I go through stages, but let's let that dry a bit. Look at the way that the ink has dried. It does look lighter on the bank and the Yamamoto bank, and definitely more saturated on these three over here. There is definitely some shading, but maybe it was just the way that I put it down here. It didn't show up as much. So this is Viceroy. This is a long name. Butterfly. Whoop. Come on. Orange. And it seems like it's not coming off the Kakimori breast snip evenly. But yeah, look at how dark it looks. I need to expand my ink repertoire here, ink collection, and include more oranges, but this is really pretty. And I love the fact that it's named after a butterfly. So that is Viceroy Butterfly Orange. The next ink is Spirula Green. And I'm just noticing here as well that you can, they are from Tampa, Florida. So I really hope that actually they're okay after the hurricane here. And actually, I just want to double check if they are okay, because, sending thoughts and prayers to everybody who has been affected by the last two hurricanes. Just a lot to be going through in such a short space of time. So the Stipula Green. Ooh. Reminds me of Private Reserve Spearmint Green, but a little darker. It's not a green that I normally go for. I think the greens that I like to go for are more, I guess, muted or more in nature. But then saying that, Pilot Iroshizuku Chikurin is one of my favorites. So let's let that dry a bit and then come back. So this here is Stipula Green. And it's really drying very interestingly on these papers. Again, feels like it's way more saturated on the Rhodia, Regalia, and Cosmo. I just love all the inks on onion skin paper, and I really need to use it more for letter writing. But then look at how light it looks on the Yamamoto bank and the bank. And then it feels like it's the Tomoe River paper is the in-between of all of them. But it is a really pretty, vibrant green. So that is Stipula Green. The next ink is Blue Ringed Octopus Blue. And just look at the artwork. How cool is that? And when I was trying these inks, I was really trying to expand my, I guess, horizons again in terms of going for blue inks. So, oh, I like this bright blue. I like this tone of blue better. Yeah, the paper's coming up. That's okay. And I'm gonna just do that. And then the onion skin is gonna be on that. And then I'm gonna, there we go. Oh, maybe that'll make it stick. Not like on the Cosmo though. The Cosmo's like, nope, I will not. And then the Yamamoto bank, and then the bank And then the Tomoe River paper. I really like that tone of blue. Really crazy how that's dried. It looks like there's a little bit of a red sheen. Reminds me a little bit of Pilot Iroshizuku Konpeki. I really like this tone though. I never kept Pilot Iroshizuku Konpeki. I ended up, I think, selling that or giving that away. So this is the blue. Ringed Octopus blue. It's a really pretty blue, and I think one that I want to try to use maybe during 30 inks 30 days. You can see there's a little bit of red sheen kind of on the corners here, but not so much on the two different bank papers. And I just love the way everything looks on onion skin. Really pretty. I like the lighter shade of blue on these two papers. And so that is blue ringed octopus blue. Next ink we have Banded King Shoemaker Butterfly Blue. Gosh, I'm never gonna fit that in there. Look at how pretty that is. I feel like this is gonna be a lighter blue than the blue ringed octopus blue. But I love that the inks are, you know, named after birds or moths or butterflies, and I love that. Oh, it is a lighter blue, almost looks like a teal. I like that. And the way that it's going down on these papers is actually quite smooth. Feels like it would be, you know, good in even a fine nib pen, but again, using a speedball nib versus actually putting it in like an extra fine nib, it's hard to tell. So let's let that dry a bit. I love this blue. I really love this blue, and I'm going to try to fit the whole name in here. So this is Banded King, oh boy, Shoemaker. Oh my gosh, okay, Shoemaker Butterfly Blue. I won't have room to do the swirls, but gosh, it's pretty. So Banded King Shoemaker Butterfly Blue. The last ink is Flying Squid Blue, and this one I can already tell it's going to be a darker blue. Yes. So let's see how this goes here. Ooh, kind of like a blue black. If it's anything like Squid ink, then yeah, it'll be darker. But I like the base color and the way that that's showing there. It's not completely blue black, just a darker blue. I really like that too. Let's wait until let that dry a bit. So now that it's dried a bit, you know what it reminds me of? I thought it reminded me first of Pilot Iroshizuku Shinkai, but I think it actually reminds me a little bit more of Pilot Iroshizuku Tsukio, and I actually really like Tsukio. So this is Flying Squid Blue. Yeah, I really like that. And it's more blue than blue black. And there's a little bit of red sheen coming on the Tomoe River paper. It doesn't seem like it's shaded at all on any of the bank papers. It doesn't seem like it's got a ton of shading quality, but maybe it's because of the way that I put that down. But the ink always just goes down so thick on the Rhodia, but then it dries pretty consistently actually throughout all of them. But my favorite really is just how the inks go on the onion skin paper. Probably not the most smooth in terms of like writing on, but it's just so fun to see the inks. Like I love seeing the inks on these three different papers, the onion skin, Yamamoto bank, and bank. The variation between them is really interesting. So that is Flying Squid Blue. So if you are interested in any of these inks, you can purchase them from Anderillium and use code Karina for 10% off your inks. There are all of the inks from Anderillium. I'm so thankful to have received 10. I wasn't expecting to receive this many, but I'm so grateful. For me, I think my favorites, gosh, this is hard to choose, because even looking at the browns, Atlas Moth Brown looks so different from Cuttlefish Brown, and I think I'm leaning more towards liking Atlas Moth Brown. This one looks kind of, to me, a little bit of a duller brown, whereas this one, it has a bit more warmth to it. I really love Pomortinga Burgundy. I thought it was too similar to Tatcha Ume Murasaki when I first swatched it in San Francisco, but I love how pink it is. And then I really like Banded King Shoemaker Butterfly Blue. I really like the light blue, almost tealy turquoise. And then actually I do like Flying Squid Blue because it does remind me of Pilot Iroshizuku Tsukio. So those are the 10 inks from Anderillium. If you are interested in purchasing these, I do have an affiliate link down in the description below. And thank you all so much for watching. I'm amazed that I could fit 10 inks like this on all of the 6 papers plus the Tomoe River paper. The fact that I could fit that many inks in one go. Yeah, that's the most I could probably do in one sheet. But it just, to me, it looks so mesmerizing seeing all of the 10 inks among the 7 different papers. I love seeing that. Okay, that is it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again for watching and have yourselves a great day.